The U.S. says it will keep evacuating Afghans from Kabul airport until the last moment, despite continuing concerns about attacks from the Islamic State, IS group. Reports from Kabul now suggest as many as 170 people died in Thursday's attack on crowds at a gate to the airport. The Pentagon says there are still credible threats against the airport. The U.S. is still processing Afghans desperate to leave. Most NATO countries have now ended their emergency flights. France ended its evacuation effort on Friday, blaming deteriorating security at the airport. It said it had flown nearly 3,000 people out of the country. The deadline set by the U.S. for its forces to leave Afghanistan expires on the 31st of August. A spokesman for the Taliban said on Friday night they had now taken control of parts of the airport. However, the Pentagon disputed this. According to the Pentagon, more than 5,000 people remain inside the airport, waiting to be flown out. Officials also said measures had been implemented, in conjunction with the Taliban, to improve safety. The White House says more than 111,000 people have been evacuated since the airlift began nearly 2 weeks ago. The mission, a White House official said, would prioritize the remaining American citizens who wanted to leave, with U.S. forces engaged in a variety of means to get them to the airport safely. Meanwhile, the U.S. Embassy in Kabul advises American citizens to avoid traveling to the airport and avoid the airport's gates because of security threats. The attack on Kabul airport was carried out by a suicide bomber who walked into the crowd of families waiting outside one of the gates, according to UK Defence Secretary Ben Wallace. Dozens of Afghans were killed, a final number has yet to be established. In addition, 13 U.S. personnel, 2 British nationals and the child of a British national were among the dead. Wounded U.S. personnel were flown to an American airbase in Germany. Meanwhile, U.S. President Joe Biden has been warned that another terror attack in Kabul is likely in the coming days. The next few days would be the most dangerous period to date, a White House official said, adding that U.S. forces were looking at possible as targets. IS-K, or Islamic State Khorasan Province, is the group that claimed to be behind Thursday's deadly airport attack. It is the most extreme and violent of all the jihadist militant groups in Afghanistan. Pentagon spokesman John Kirby said the U.S. took the group very seriously.